we go across to Tobago because we're going to speak about the laws of relationships. This morning with me, it's Michael Stewart. He's an author and licensed marriage officer. And we're going to find out the meat of this topic. Good morning.
Hi, good morning. How are you doing?
I'm doing fantastic. Thank you for joining us this morning. And I'm really looking forward to talking on this topic because it's a big one.
Yes.
Now,
it really is one of the next books that I'm bringing about how do we operate in relationships. Right. I believe that everything in this world hangs on laws. Laws are those indisputable facts of life that does not depend upon your opinion or cooperation for it to exist. Gravity is a law. And whether or not you agree with the gravity or want to cooperate with gravity, if you jump off of a high building, gravity is going to show you that we exist. Yeah, and so there are certain laws that we have to accept. In planting, there's a law, sowing and reaping. And even from the beginning of the world, for those who believe in Bible, first thing that God laid down would have been laws. And so every time a relationship goes into crisis, there's a high chance the reason it goes into crisis is because of the breaking of some of those laws.
Well, let's get into the topic of some of those laws themselves.
Properly, you get the benefits of it.
Let's go into some of those laws themselves. Let's ventilate this a little bit because you know, different relationships have different dynamics, and they would therefore require a different structure of the laws, so to say. So, what are the main, the common threads amongst you know, relationships between boyfriend, girlfriend, between married couples as well?
Right. So one of the laws that I want to chat on, because we don't have much time to talk with too many of the laws, but one of the laws happens to be the law of investment. The law of investment. The law of investment says that you must pay up front. You give first before you're going to get back. A lot of people get into relationships hoping to reap and have not understood that what do I bring to the table? What am I going to invest? If you're going to go to the ground, you must give the ground a seed first before it is going to give you back a harvest. And in relationships, I think a lot of people hoping to be able to get things out of the relationship long before they have even put themselves into investment mode to give up front. I attended a seminar with John Maxwell recently, and you know, somebody in that seminar said, do the 60-40 rule. Give 60 and only take back 40. So in that way, you're always giving more than you are receiving. And if your partner is doing the same, then that law works. It breaks down whenever people go in to give 40 and hoping to reap 60.
So you're no longer looking at the 50-50, but rather give 60 and expect 40?
Sorry, I didn't hear what you said.
I said, so we're not going along the trend, well, what you are speaking to, we're not going along the trend of 50-50 anymore, but more so invest 60 and receive, only take 40.
That's right. Because if you consider it from a financial standpoint, it's a good law. Because if you deposit more than you withdraw, you will always have. If you withdraw more than you deposit, then you'll always lack. So always put in more than you are prepared to take out. I put gas in my vehicle before I expect the vehicle to move. The vehicle is going to move after I have given it gas. You see? So
because if you're around the gas, you aren't going anywhere, right?
I think it's something that we should really consider as we look into relationships to make relationships work.
Definitely. Now, Michael, we are in the Carnival season. What advice would you give to married couples, even boyfriend and girlfriend couples, those pre-marriage? What advice would you give to them, especially in this Carnival season, as we're speaking on the topic of the unspoken laws in a relationship? You know, the Carnival season is one, let's say, notorious for incidents happening in relationships. So, especially for younger couples, what is the main piece of advice you would like to leave us with this morning?
Well, then it comes back to the rules. What are we prepared to adhere to as the rule of this relationship? You go to Carnival, you go to an event, you know, can we agree on these rules? And it cannot be that one person makes the rule. Even in the law of investment, that you must have the client and the investing organization agreeing to terms. And I think in discussing various terms in relationships, if you go to dance with somebody, you know, is there an expectation that you go to an event that has dance, that you will dance? And can we agree on that?
Yeah.
And can we make sure that in this investment, in this relationship, that we both must gain from the arrangement and not only one person gaining? You alone could dance, but I can't dance. You alone could enjoy yourself, but I must sit in a corner. Somebody could dance on you, but no, nobody should dance on me, etc. What are the rules that we are going to determine? And that rules are the ones that you will sign off on.
That is very, very well put, very succinctly put, I should say. And you know, you touched on the point that one person can't be the one making the rules, and that's so important these days, especially in the times we are in now, where oftentimes in the more traditional sense of things, men would often feel that they are the ones that set the rules and they are the ones that uphold the rules. But again, it's about investing, as you mentioned earlier, and more so, yes, investing more than you try to withdraw. And that's where we'd find a beautiful balance. Where can we find your book?
Well, the book is not out yet. That's one of the books that is not coming out. I've written 6 books before, and this is the next one that's coming out.
Oh, well, can't wait.
And I don't know if, and so even as we talk about Carnival, I'm part of a group called Be Men, Be Male Examples Now. And what we're trying to do is ask men who are having challenges in relationships to just give us a call. They can call my number at 688-5363. And if you feel challenged and if you feel that you are not able to control some of the emotions that you're having, let us help you, let us walk you through that. And I don't know if we have time for probably one more law. I don't know what time you have on your hand.
No, unfortunately, we do not have the time. But, you know, we would love to hear from you again. I
didn't hear the response.
Yeah, we would love to hear from you. Very soon again, Michael Stewart, author, licensed marriage officer, and thank you for joining us this morning, giving us this wonderful information on the laws of relationships. And again, you can reach out to him via the phone number he just gave and get more information. Again, if you need counseling as well, he seems to have that counseling service available. So make sure you reach out to Michael Stewart